Hi guys, and welcome to your flow practice today. We will be doing a 30-minute shoulder opening class. I always get that request in my public classes, so here we are. Let's get started either facing the front of the mat or facing the side. Like me, we'll come to cow face pose. So to get into it, I find one of the easier ways to do so is to come to kneeling. We'll put our right knee in front and then tuck your left knee behind like so. Now, a block or a pillow under your seat can be really helpful here. Bring your feet wider than your hips and then sit your hips down all the way. And if they are hovering above the ground, bring a block or pillows underneath your seat. We don't want our feet too wide here today for this particular one. Tuck your feet in right up against your hips like you're giving yourself a little hug. Reach your arms up to the sky, take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend your right elbow. Left hand is going to catch a hold of the tricep. Draw your ribs in and then sit up nice and tall and try to find an opening for that right arm. Now notice if you've had to really kind of cave forward and draw your chin and chest for this and try to sit up straight. Push your head back against the arm. After a few breaths, you can continue to stay here or slide your left hand down and behind the back, and you're going to interlace your fingers. If they're super far away and you happen to have like a t-shirt or towel or anything, like a strap beside you or close to you, you can always place it in your right hand and let it dangle so your left hand can catch it. Now when we're in this full cow face pose, draw that left elbow back and the right elbow up, almost like you're trying to stack one on top of the other, and then again sit up straight. Breathe here. I haven't done this one in a while, it feels really good. The tightness in the shoulders, try to exhale and release it a little bit more. Take an inhale. Ooh, and as you exhale, bring your right hand to the ground down beside you. Left arm sweeps up and beside the ear, big side stretch. Both hips stay nice and heavy. Take one more breath in. And exhale, we come all the way up. Make your way to tabletop, hands and knees. Reach your right arm to the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, slide your right arm underneath you to the ground until your right shoulder drops. And then your head's gonna drop as well. Use your left hand and then push you a little deeper into this rotation. I feel this in the top right quadrant of my back, so that right shoulder area, the right rib cage, back body. You can stay here. Some people really like to reach their left arm behind their back. I just find releasing that arm actually stops my body from feeling a stretch in the shoulder. So I like to stay here, pressing, using it as an assist. Take an inhale. And exhale, we come back through center. Left knee in front, right knee behind, cow face pose. Feet a little wider than the hips. Walk yourself back and sit down. Another cue here that I see people kind of opting out of is knees are trying to be stacked, one directly on top of the other. This isn't a cross-legged position. The knees aren't wide. We want them as stacked as possible, as our body will allow. And that's where, if you feel like, okay, well that's impossible, I can't do that, sit up on something. Use those props. Find a pillow, roll up a blanket, anything works here. Elevate your seat until your knees can be stacked. Take a second here, especially if your hips are feeling super tight. Reach your arms up to the sky, inhale. Bend your left elbow, and exhale, right hand catches the left tricep. You're really lifting and carrying that elbow up and more to the center line of the body, and then chin away from the chest. Some of my friends who are like me, who are very open in their shoulders, you may feel so inclined to actually draw your elbow all the way over, especially if you're double jointed. We don't want to do that. Try to find a place where you feel an opening, a controlled opening, right here with the elbow stacked. Take an inhale, maybe right arm sweeps down and back with an exhale, and see if you can perhaps interlace the fingers or maybe use a towel or a t-shirt. Dangle it down, your right hand can catch it. Drawing that right elbow underneath you, left elbow up above. All right. This side's a little tougher for me. I have a couple shoulder injuries on this side, so. And I want you to pay attention to those things in the body too. If you have injuries or something is excruciating or shooting with pain, then it's not right for your body today. So don't do it. Don't force yourself into it. But we do want to be really aware of, is it slightly uncomfortable and is that beneficial for us? Maybe it just means that this is the first time you're feeling this stretch, right? And in that sense, let's stay in it and let's open up the body. But tune into yourself and get familiar and know, okay, is this right or is it not? Unravel your arms. Whew, that side's always so intense for me. Plant your hands, make your way back to tabletop. Left arm opens up to the sky, inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your left shoulder to the ground. Again, feel free to reach your right arm behind the back if that feels really juicy and good for you. Otherwise, so when we tuck it behind the back, the right upper shoulder might feel a little more opening. Otherwise, right hand down, pressing into it, allowing your back of the left shoulder, back body area to open up here. Take an inhale, and exhale, come back through center. Interlace hands behind your back, hips to heels. Roll your shoulder blades back, and then try to extend your arms back and up. Keep your torso lifted. The cats are here today in a playful mood, just a heads up. I mean, for me at the very least, it kind of helps my practice. It helps me, find those moments of stillness when everything's moving around you. Mimics life beautifully. Life can be so chaotic. Can you find peace? Can you find your breath? Inhale and exhale. Release your arms, shake it up. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Pedal out your legs if you need it or if it feels good. All right, look forward, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop feet towards your hands, halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, take an inhale, and as you exhale, interlace hands behind the back. A little bend in your knees, lift your heart, inhale, exhale, fold your torso, lift the arms up and off the back body. One breath here, inhale, and exhale, release your hands down. Halfway lift, inhale. Step your left foot back and exhale, lower your left knee. Reach your arms to the sky and then hold on to your opposite elbows. Lift your arms up and then pull them back. So let your shoulders shrug up by the ears. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step to plank, inhale. Chaturanga, option to lower knees, bend your elbows. Take a heart opener, cobra or upward facing down. So cobra is just a simple lift in the chest, however high you want to go. Upward facing dog, lifting the whole body up, hips are elevated, knees are off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Step your left foot in between the hands, lower your right knee down towards the ground. And then this time interlace hands at your low back. Inhale, lift your heart up, pull the arms back.
And then as you exhale, take a giant step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Hands are still interlaced behind the back. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, inhale. And exhale, we fold it back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back, lower the left knee down. Reach your hands up towards the sky. We're gonna switch our legs. Right leg back, left leg forward. Lift those elbows up and pull them back. So make sure you're just doing the opposite side to what we last did in this arm variation. Let your shoulders shrug up. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step back, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take one breath here today. And we step our right foot forward. Lower the left knee, interlace hands behind the back. Lift the chest up, inhale. Exhale, take a giant step to the forward fold. Keep those hands interlaced behind you. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, we fold. Reach your hands up to the ceiling, inhale. We return back down, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back, keep your back knee lifted this time, lunge. Hold on to opposite elbows, lift those elbows up and back. So shoulders shrug up by the ears, bend deeper to that right knee. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your hands, step back, lower. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward. Back knee lifted, lift up to lunge, interlace hands at your low back. Lift your heart up, take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step, keep your hands interlaced behind the back. Hands to ground, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, inhale. And we go right back down, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step right foot back, lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up. Back knee lifted. Hold on to opposite elbows. Scoop that right hip forward, lift the elbows up and pull back. Full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant the hands, step back, we lower. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. One breath, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Interlace hands at the low back, inhale, lift the chest up in your lunge. Exhale, step to forward fold, interlaced hands stay as is. Hands release down, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, release and hold here. Hold on to opposite elbows. Let your head dangle nice and heavy towards the ground. Breathe, let your head really relax. Take one more breath in. And exhale, release your hands down. Step back to a plank. Core nice and strong. Right hand pushes down more into the ground, and then stack your left hip on top of the right hip. Left leg stacks on top of the right. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Side plank modification. Your right knee is here down on the ground for support. Hips lift up nice and high, pushing that right arm away. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to come to a side plank on the other side, but a forearm side plank. So use your core, twist through center, lower your left elbow to the ground, and then reach your right arm to the sky. Stack your right leg on top. Full breath in. Exhale, both elbows down, forearm plank. Dolphin. Lift your hips up, walk your feet in. So dolphin is like a down dog, but on your elbows. Elbows are shoulders width apart, either palms together or palms also shoulders width apart. Now, lift your butt up, stick your hips back, and then push your chest towards your thighs. And then in that, keep your butt nice and high. Start to push your heels towards the ground. Now your knees can retain a bit of a bend, but trying to straighten the back. And maybe, if you feel good doing it, straighten those legs all the way. But if that compromises the length in your back and you have to push forward and curl the spine to find that, that's not our priority. We want to keep the length in the spine. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, turn your palms to face the ground, elbows width apart. Lift your right leg to the sky, three-legged dolphin. Step your right foot in between the hands. Push up to your hands to get there. Warrior one, left heel down. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. So, right toes facing forward, left foot angled slightly out. Your both hips are trying to face straight forward, so don't open up to the side here. Interlace hands behind the back. Push your right knee open to the right to bring space for your body to lower. Lift your chest up, humble warrior one. Exhale, drop your chest on the inner edge of the right thigh. If you're feeling not super strong today, you can actually rest your chest on the right thigh. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Lift those arms up and off the back body. Let your head drop towards the ground. Two more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, lift yourself all the way back up, arms to the sky. Hands to heart center, left knee to chest. Right foot is stabilizing for you here. I'm going to shift a little bit back. Left leg crosses over top of the right, like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair for eagle legs. Modification, the ball of your foot is on the ground for support. Otherwise, maybe double wrap the legs or let it hang down beside you here. Bend your right knee and sit lower. Scoop your left arm underneath your right arm. Eagle arms. Trying to bring your palms to touch. Maybe we can't get there today, that's okay. Backs of the palms together, or even holding the shoulders if that is a deep opening for your shoulders here. Now bend deeper to your right knee. Lift your torso up a little higher. Take an inhale. Arms stay where they are. Lean forward, exhale. Turn your gaze to the ground. Warrior three with eagle arms. Kick your left leg back, parallel to the ground. Really reach the arms and fingertips forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Step your left foot back. Open your arms wide. Set yourself up, warrior 2 feet. Straighten your right leg. Exalted triangle, exalted trikonasana. Left hand back, right arm reaches up and back to cradle the nape of your neck. Roll that right elbow open like you're trying to get it out of your eye line. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Right elbow to your right thigh. Left arm to the sky. Scoop your left arm behind the back, reaching for, maybe it settles on your right bum cheek, or maybe you can tuck it into the crease of your right hip. You can always lower the right hand to the ground, or take it to a full bind. Left arm slides behind the thigh, right arm under the thigh. Maybe we hold hands here. Roll the hips underneath you, roll your chest open. One more inhale. And exhale, release your hands down to the top of the mat. Come to the ball of the left foot. Step to plank, inhale. Flush it out with a flow. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, down dog. One more breath. Now roll forward to a plank. Next, inhale. Core nice and strong. And then exhale, tuck your right knee into your nose. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, step your right foot about halfway up the mat. Plant both of your feet flat. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, we come all the way up. Hands behind the back. Two options, either holding onto your opposite elbows here. We're coming into a variation of our pyramid pose. Or if you have the space in your body, your fingertips up to the sky, reverse prayer, heels of your hands touching. Roll your shoulders back in whatever version you chose to do. Exhale, hinge through the hips, lean forward. So in this particular pyramid, you're almost forced into retaining a straight back. Helicopter flying by. And so in this place, you'll feel a more intense opening in that right hamstring, and you might not be able to go as low. And that is okay. This is actually what we want. So don't worry about how deep you can go today. How straight can you keep your back? Roll your shoulders back even more, like you're trying to squish your shoulder blades together behind you. Pull that right hip back, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, release your hands, step to the top of the mat. And we fold, relax it there, head hang heavy. Two-piece fingers, hold the big toes, your feet are hips distance apart. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows wide and then pull yourself towards the legs. And bring yourself on top of your legs and then keep yourself there. See how much you can straighten the legs while pulling yourself down. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Step to plank, inhale. Exhale, left hand pushes down, right arm lifts, side plank. Stack the right hip open, stack the right leg on top. Take an inhale. Exhale, side plank on the other side, but your right elbow drops. Left arm lifts. Left leg stacks. Take an inhale. Exhale, both forearms down. Pike your hips up. Walk your feet in, so shorten your stance. Bend your knees, lift your butt up, and then push the hips back, push your chest back, and then start to straighten the legs. Shoulders lifting up away from the ground. So even though your forehead or the top of your head might touch the ground, it's not resting there, it's not carrying any weight in your body. It is, if anything, it's just lightly there because you're close to the ground. But if you can try to, push your elbows into the ground until your head elevates, even a centimeter away. Good. Now turn your palms down. They're about shoulders width apart. Take an inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, push up into your hands, step your left foot forward, warrior one. Right heel down, lift both arms to the sky for an inhale. Right foot angled out just a little bit, interlace hands behind the back, humble warrior, heart lifts. Push your left knee to the left. Exhale, fold against the inner edge of that left thigh. Right hip stays facing forward, pull your left hip back. Lift your arms up a little higher, and then maybe your head gets lower. Take an inhale, and exhale, lift all the way back up, hands lift up. Step into your left foot, right knee into the chest. Balance. I'm going to shuffle back again a little bit. Cross the right leg on top of the left, eagle your legs. Option to hook the right foot behind the left calf. Right arm scoops underneath the left. Maybe palms touch, maybe backs of the hands, maybe holding shoulders. Then bend deeper into the left knee. Lift your arms up even higher, and then try to bring your chest right on top of your hips, so don't lean forward just yet. Bend deeper. Inhale. Now lean forward, exhale, change your gaze to the ground. This is gonna help with balance. Arms stay exactly where they're at. Kick the right leg up and back so it's parallel to the ground. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. Take an inhale. Bend that left knee, exhale, step the right foot back nice and light. Open the arms, set your feet up. Exalted Trikonasana. Left toes forward, right toes facing the right side. Right hand to the right leg. Leg straight, left arm lifts up and back. Cradle the back of your head or neck. And then roll the left elbow open. You're trying to get it out of your eye line. Full inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee. Warrior 2, pass through it. Left elbow to left thigh. Right arm to the sky, extended side angle. Right arm, scoop it behind the back and it might rest on your left glute or tuck it into the left hip. You can stay there or lower the left hand to the ground, or right hand slides behind the left thigh, left arm under the left leg, interlace hands. Now, a lot of people, to get there, you'll have to lean forward and stick your butt back to hold your hands. Then once you have your hands, then push your hips back forward, use your arms, and then open your chest back up. So you're not sticking your butt back. Inhale here. And exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Step back through plank, inhale. Flush it out, Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or upward facing, inhale. And we go down dog, exhale. Curl forward to plank, inhale. Left leg hovers. Knee to chest, exhale. Three-legged plank, inhale. Step your left foot halfway up the mat. Both feet flat, halfway lift with the spine. Exhale, come all the way up. Arms behind the back. Reverse prayer or holding opposite elbows. Reverse prayer, push your hands together. So try to get the heels of your hands to touch. Roll your shoulders back. Pull the left to back leg straight. Lean forward. Inhale. Stay. And breathe. Pull that left hip back. Keep the spine straight. Remind yourself, okay, again, roll your shoulders back. Squish the shoulder blades back behind you. If you're in that reverse prayer, push your hands together a little more. Elbows even, roll back, nice and wide. Whew. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee. Hands plant, tuck your right shin to the top of the mat, and lower to your seat. Easy cross-legged here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Hold palms and then slide the palms back between the shoulder blades. So we're in that reverse prayer, but with the elbows pointed to the ceiling. Lift your chest up with an inhale and just hold here. Almost like you're trying to touch your elbows behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Interlace hands behind the back. One last time. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Lift the chest up. Pull the arms back. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Hands can fall to lap, inner edge, or onto the thighs, or hands to heart center. Now today, we're going to take these last few moments in stillness, in silence, in meditation. Deep breath.